This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PPN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PPN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
I'm a white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My Patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. The same mistake and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't obeyed. My people love this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you...
Good evening, everybody, to the 71st episode of the Cowboys and Indians podcast. I'm your host, Steve, also known as Steve Loves Ammo. Join with me tonight. Oh, I got to do this way because normally you like hosting. So, co-host Maurice, also known as LA Native Patriot. Maurice, how are you tonight?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, a little worn out from the day, but other than that, life's good, man.
I hear that, man. Well, we have a lot of topics to discuss tonight, and the first one is kind of a breaking news story. Is a active shooter. His name is Shane Tamura, I believe, something like that, out of Nevada. Decided to go to New York City, Midtown Manhattan today. Shoot up, a few areas. He ended up killing an NYPD officer, and one other person I believe is injured. Some reports are stating that up to 6 people were shot, but kind of have some conflicting reports on that. So a couple of questions on this. This individual is deceased. He was killed, or he self-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor of the Blackstone building. And 33rd floor is a little sus. A lot of people are already like MK Ultra already, but anyways. So yeah, it's a tragic situation. We had a police officer that was killed. And this is absolutely breaking news right now. So the more we find out throughout the show, we'll let you guys know. But anyways, that's one of the breaking stories. We do have some other topics we do want to discuss tonight. Did you want to bring up any more footage on the New York City stuff? I mean, it's kind of fresh right now.
To be honest, there's a whole lot of footage that I'm seeing on here, but in reality, I kind of think it's best that we just we can show some still images. Yeah.
I want to say one thing, though. Whenever this was first coming out, CNN had the audacity. According to CNN, they were like, this guy is like white. And they're starting to push all this anti-white rhetoric already. And, this kind of alludes a little bit, or kind of transitions. No, I'm kidding. It segues to our second topic, probably the highlight of our show. And that's Sydney Sweeney. Now, Maurice is going to take point on this one because he really knows like exactly what was going on. I kind of was not really much on social media today as much as I wanted to be. I've been really busy. But anyways, Maurice, I'll hand this over to you.
Hey, man, Sydney Sweeney came out and did a commercial. And by the way, she has been like a cultural phenomenon over the past year or so, I guess. I don't know any of her movies. I don't follow pop culture in that way.
Correct.
But I know that she's an icon of pop culture. So she came out and did a commercial for American Eagle where she was talking about jeans. She's wearing an all denim outfit. And she was basically saying that it was like a play on words. And it made all of the fat lesbians incredibly angry.
I haven't watched it, so.
No, it's absolutely golden because there was a lot of backlash, but the backlash itself was from incredibly well, I should say objectively ugly women that were saying that it was Nazi propaganda. Yeah, and it, it's like, well, we kind of expected exactly that response,
right?
Something like this.
Let me guess. There's a whole bunch of like TikTok videos, and they're like stating the same exact thing, like they've gotten paid to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
like clockwork.
Well, it's not even the fact that they have to be paid to do it anymore. It's just that they know the talking points, they know the rhetoric, so it's like it's just a form of psychosis that they all just fall into.
It's like they've been conditioned to it.
Yes, it's kind of like that. And I'll tell you what, the majority of them are white, and they were saying, this is Nazi propaganda, which is just, it is mind blowing to me. So, man, but yeah, I mean. Other than that, over the weekend, I mean, me personally, I had a very relaxing weekend. I spent some time with my wife. My son has been getting really excited to ride in my truck, so that's really cool. He's almost 3 now. What?
Your truck?
What was wrong? Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just making sure, like, because I know, like, maybe a month or so ago, you were like delaying repairing it.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I have to do to it. Like, I have to replace the rear main seal so the oil stops leaking.
Yeah.
I have to replace the oil pan because there's a kind of a puncture in it, but it's holding-ish for now. So it also leaks radiator fluid because the hose is worn out. There's a couple. Also, I have to replace the electric fans on the radiator in the back because one of them it's like it seems like a ground problem because it'll turn on for like 8 seconds and then shut off for 20 and then turn on for 8 seconds. And I don't know exactly why it's like that. I've checked every wire and so years ago, probably a decade ago, at least a decade actually.
Yeah.
I was building a 1993 S10. It was my first truck.
Oh, okay.
And I was solid axling it. So I was making it into a kind of like exactly the rig that I have now.
Yeah. Okay.
But I had it was an extended cab. So it had the stupid seats in the back.
The sideways seats. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it was the first gen. So it wasn't the next generation just yet. It was the last year of the old style body. And it was my first truck. I called her Billie Jean because she was blue. And unfortunately, back in like 2018, I had to get rid of it. But I bought a whole bunch of parts for my dream truck, and I still have them. So I have a Corvette radiator fan setup that I'm going to put in. And that I've just kept over the past decade because I knew that one day it would come in handy probably. So
you're slowly building up to building your own Corvette.
Yeah. Well, it's just with the Chevy S10s, it's similar to like the Toyota that I have now, where the truck itself or the hood area is too small for a Chevy 350 motor. It's a small block motor, so you can't really. Like in the Chevy S10, you needed a Corvette radiator in order to be able to cool the motor, but also limit the space. So
that makes a whole lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So I got the fans. I just gotta. There's just a bunch of work that I have to do. Like each time I go out, I like fill up the oil because it leaks so much oil.
Just get some Bars leaks, man, and you're fine.
Well,
that's radiator fluid. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, it's just one of those things where every time I take it out, I got to check all the fluids and like get it ready. And for some reason, both of my left side, my driver's side tires leak. I don't even know why, and so I have to fill those up. So before we take out my truck every time, I'm like, all right, give me an hour. I'm gonna go run over everything.
Preventative maintenance, like 3 hours later.
Yeah, each time we take it out, but it's totally worth it. It's street legal-ish. I haven't gotten pulled over in it in a couple of, well, yeah, like technically it's like not even close to street legal at all. But I made an effort to make it, like I tried to make it legal. So I don't get hassled. All the lights work. the blinkers don't work for some. Like they worked for a while, but for some reason now, like I'll click the left blinker and then both of them blink. So
like it's like a wiring issue with it, like your hazards or something.
Dude, I don't know. It's weird because it changed. Like it worked and then it stopped working. So I'm not sure what it is. Shell, how you doing?
I wonder. Hey, in Washington, do you guys have to do like state inspections for your vehicles or no?
Not for vehicles over 25 years old.
Oh, so it's considered a classic then.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to do them here in Texas anymore, unless it's a fleet vehicle. So we're good.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure if we have to do inspections because my wife has a 2008 and we've never had hers inspected. So if we have to do them, I've never done it. So
maybe one day you'll get a ticket in the mail, like a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I don't know. I've ignored a couple jury duties before, and like, well, not ignored, but like I've checked my mail that had like fallen in the cracks, and then I opened it up and it was like jury duty, and I was like, this was a year ago. Like, oh shit, So
Man,
I don't know.
Just don't get pulled over again. Like, don't try to hit a cop with your work truck again.
Yeah, I just didn't know what to do at that point. I was like, it was last year. I don't know. Like,
yeah. Too late. Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a bench warrant for me or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one day, like one Monday or Wednesday, I'd be like, Reese, where the hell are you? We're about to go live in like 10 minutes.
I'm on jury duty.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wouldn't want to do jury duty around here. Although I don't think that they would select me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Although I could really play up the Native American, like
you could. Honestly, you could. You could say
it
like,
might be fun. I wonder if I could live stream it.
The actual jury session, or are you trying to get
not behind the scenes, but like in court. I wonder if I could just live stream it. Just be like, make some good content out of this.
I don't know. Yeah, you could play it up, man. Say something like, if there's any Native that's on the under oath or whatever, I'm going to back them all the time. And then they'll be like, conscientious objector or whatever they call it. I can't remember. Biased or racist. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly think that they would see me as biased. I think that they would get that hint.
Yeah. Just wear all MAGA gear. He's like, he's going.
I show up in my full gear, my headdress and everything, my America pants. Like, yeah. All right, I'm ready to be on the jury.
Yeah, you'd be banned for life.
Thank you all for reposting the stream. Really appreciate it because that is the only way that we grow. Today, I kind of want to have a fun episode again. Last Friday we had a fun episode. We do have a couple of episodes coming up that I would like to talk about because Wednesday we're having Glenn Baker on again, and we're going to be discussing a little bit more about the progress with Joshua Holmes.
Yep.
He's the veteran who we're trying to raise money in order for him to get the suit to walk again. And I mean, we have a video. Actually, you know what? I can actually.
Yeah, you can play. It's only like
I think it's like this 40, up real quick.
It's like a minute, maybe max.
It's like 15 seconds. It's
15 seconds. Short. Wow.
Yeah. Window. Boom.
Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna repost our stream.
Look at that.
There's no sound.
Incredible.
Is there supposed to be sound with it?
Oh, is there no sound?
I'm not hearing
I can hear the sound.
Well, that's a us problem.
Yeah, it's clearly on my end.
Hey, Lisa says, what does it say on your shirt, Maurice?
It says copyright God. Because the rainbow belongs to God. It doesn't belong to the gays. The rainbow that the gays use is it's a perverted version of the rainbow. It's only 6 colors, and they bastardize what the meaning of the rainbow was, which is a promise from God to never flood the earth again.
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's something where we should reclaim the rainbow. But this is also from Hetero Awesome, the event that we held at the Old State Saloon in Idaho. It's actually available on his website. So if you guys follow the Old State Saloon, and you wanted a shirt like this, which I believe is super based because we definitely need to reclaim the rainbow and get it back from these degenerates that have been using it to promote just complete depravity in our culture.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you want to talk, give a shout out to our sponsor? Then we go into our segment, our main segment.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you guys, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsor. We are brought to you by Q Broadcasting. That's CUE Broadcasting. And believe it or not, you guys can actually download this up. You guys will be able to see the QR code with this and get a streaming service available for your home at a discounted price. They're ahead of the game and how they're integrating podcasts into their TV broadcasting system. You'll get all the regular channels plus channels like ours, which we actually have a channel on. You could be flipping through the channels: Fox News, CNN, the Patriots Prayer Network. We're right there with the news. It's crazy. So check out this commercial, guys. Would really appreciate it if you guys downloaded Q Broadcasting.
Right.
But check it out.
Heard of Q Broadcast? It's taking the world by storm. People are cutting the cord to their high cable bills and moving away from streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and others for something better. Q Broadcast. For just $60 a month, you'll get access to every channel you could ever want, including HBO, Cinemax, and Stars. And the best part? There are no contracts, no hidden fees, and you're free to cancel anytime. With Q Broadcast, you can enjoy streaming live TV, movies, and top series on up to 5 devices at once. Whether you're at home or on the go, Q Broadcast makes sure your entertainment is always at your fingertips. Imagine being able to watch all your favorite channels from anywhere, anytime, without any restrictions. We're talking about thousands of movies, hundreds of TV series, and a huge library of live channels, all in one place. And don't forget video on demand and pay-per-view events. Those are included at no extra cost, so you'll never miss a big event again. Now, take a second and think about your current cable bill. You're probably paying anywhere between $100 and $300 every month, locked into long-term contracts and hit with surprise rate increases. With Q Broadcast, that's a thing of the past. It's just $60 a month. No contracts, no extra fees, no hidden costs, and no price hikes. Why juggle multiple subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, and cable when Q Broadcast gives you everything you need in one convenient package? People everywhere are switching to Q Broadcast, saving money and getting more content than ever before. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and sign up for Q Broadcast today. Just $60 a month, no contracts, no hidden fees. It's time to take control of your entertainment and start streaming smarter.
It is also in the description, you guys. It would be a huge help if you guys use that link in order to get the benefits of Q Broadcasting.
Yeah, it's cheaper than like Hulu Live and YouTube Live and all that stuff, and you guys get to see our beautiful faces Monday and Wednesday right on Q.
Yeah, and actually, so Wednesday we're having that podcast with Glenn Baker and Joshua Home.
Yep.
Friday, I reaffirmed the commitment from Tom McDonald. He's coming on Friday for sure, and he's actually going to be recording a promo here tonight. So,
nice.
Yes, it's going to be very cool. So Friday, we're going to go over some more conspiracy theories and have Tom McDonald on. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So you guys don't want to miss it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, boom, boom, boom. We're expanding. We're getting bigger, and it's all thanks to you guys in all reality.
Huge.
It's going to be huge. So Friday night's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to run over some conspiracies, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So
appreciate Don.
Don, you should look into Q because it's less expensive. I spoke to the owners. They're Christian. They are God-fearing patriots of this country. They do not hate you. Like if you pay for something like YouTube TV, right? It's $110 or I don't know, somewhere around there. It's like over $100 a month, and you know for a fact they're owned by Google. they changed their logo or their their company phrase from "Don't be evil." They just got rid of that completely, and you know that Google doesn't have your best interest in mind. So it's time to start. It's shifting our monetary. What we decide to spend our money on,
right,
and vote with our dollars and support companies that actually love this country instead of are just out at like Google. I wish that I could have known the journey or understood why they turned the way that they did.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's just money, then I guess, I mean, they say that money is the root of all evil.
Yes, sir.
But you can see the turn. Like Google back in the day, like way back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
was a very, very useful tool. And then it turned into this just money making machine, and and all of the demons got involved and just twisted it. Now they want all of your information. They want all of the money that they can squeeze out of you with that information, and it is just turned into a company that, well,
not only like the money portion, but they purposely control the narrative on their search engine. You know what I mean? So it's like I think what is it, DuckDuckGo? I think they even do that too now. I don't even think they're as good as they say that they are. So.
I use Brave. So for my browser, I use Brave.
Is that Brave?
That's what it's called. I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm just messing with you.
But you guys, let's get into this next story where Sydney
just real
Sweeney.
Quick, hey guys, 21 minutes into the live stream, we're at 6,600 viewers already. Please repost. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful. Oh my gosh, 6,600 people. Hello, you guys. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Please share this broadcast. We are about to discuss Sydney Sweeney and the way that she has created this. Well, actually, you know what? She didn't actually create anything. She
didn't, no.
No, she's literally just advertising for American Eagle. And it has caused this huge riff in the country because she has blonde hair, blue eyes, and obviously all the wokesters, whether they're white or not, they hate white people. So,
go ahead.
So I'm going to play the commercial for you.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that?
I will say that personally, I don't find this to be very attractive when women are this overt. But it's just me. Like I'm just a little weird. All right.
Okay.
She's an attractive woman, but I don't like this kind of attitude personally.
Okay. You know, she is an actress, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just clearing the air.
But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
My father.
Okay. So that was the commercial that everybody was saying was Nazi propaganda. Mm-hmm. What did you think about that commercial, Steve?
To me, it's a typical commercial. And the only reason I believe there's an outroar is because she's an attractive white woman. And there's a huge war on white people right now. As you can see, as you can see with that, I forgot exactly where it was. I'm drawing a blank on it. But when that white couple was attacked by a group of black people, if this was role reversed, where black people were getting stomped by a bunch of white people, dude, it would be mainstream media news 24/7 for the next year, another summer of love. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, everything that's going on, and I'm kind of sick and tired of it, to be quite honest. I'm proud to be white. It's not a bad thing. You know, I love my own skin. You can love your own skin. It's all good. It's
content and character, man.
Go ahead.
Content and character. I mean, there's nothing. Listen, these traits that you're born with they're inherent. You cannot change them.
Correct.
So there's no reason to be ashamed of it.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, we should be past this, because I remember in the 90s, okay? In the 90s, And Dawn, I do want to say, she is an attractive woman. I'm not gonna shy away from that. She's physically attractive, but it's the attitude and the there's something about women being maybe bold like that it just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, okay, like all right. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just I don't know. I'm a little crazy. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's because I'm opposite on that, man.
Maybe it's because I'm like happily married. You know, I'm very happily married. My wife is incredibly modest, and I love that about her. So when I see women not being
Don. All right, we found.
Okay, all right.
We found the motive.
Okay,
with
I get it.
Touché, sir.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. But MD James is right. He says it's all white hate, and it is. It's. This has been anti-white propaganda for at least a decade plus. For as long as I've been paying attention, it has been anti-white propaganda, and I've been speaking about this for a long time. Because, I mean, look at this commercial, okay? I don't remember this particular commercial oopsie. I don't remember this particular commercial getting the same kind of hate. Check this out.
My father has beautiful chestnut eyes. I got my voice from my mother. I like my hands. I take ballet at school. All kinds of dance is beautiful. I think I walk like my mom. Everyone says we look exactly alike. I got Tommy jeans. What else? He's not my dad, but I got Tommy jeans.
What's the difference?
Oh, I'm just going to say that I don't remember the last time Tommy Hilfiger was popular. Probably the 90s. But no. It's because she's black, man. Let's be real.
Yeah. And that's it. It's literally it. We've reached a point now where the indoctrination is so deep where you have a bunch of white people, white liberal women, incredibly upset.
Yeah.
That an attractive white woman was talking about herself in a way that, you know, you're not supposed to talk about. You can't say that you're proud to be white in any way, or that you have blue eyes, because that's all racist, which is horse shit. It's not.
This has been a buildup since Trump walked down the escalators, man. They started with the whole, like, he's a racist and all this other stuff, and they've just been building and building. And anybody that associates themselves with the conservative movement is an automatic racist. So Sydney Sweeney was seen wearing a MAGA hat before the election. So now she's obviously a Nazi. You know, it's crazy talk, man.
You know what's really sad about this is that, so especially with that couple getting attacked in Cincinnati.
It was Cincinnati. Okay, couldn't remember.
Okay, now think about this. There was instigation by the white gentleman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was instigation, and he basically got in a mutual fight, but it turned into a beating. Because it wasn't just one person, right? So this is the kind of cultural issue that people tend to have.
Right.
Is that it ended up with the wife getting knocked out cold. Right. Blindsided by some random dude. Like a woman first and then a guy. Yeah. And she ended up knocked out on the ground. And when people see this, it doesn't matter if they instigated anything. Nope. Okay? The perception is that black culture is to gang up and attack white people. That's the perception. Absolutely. And believe it or not, this is radicalizing so many Gen Z and millennials even, that this is what it's going to come to. And this is a warning, okay? This is a warning, because Trump is a moderate. He is a 90s Democrat. That's what Trump is. He is a boomer moderate that has been labeled a Nazi. You guys don't even understand what kind of extremism is coming if we continue down this road. MAGA will be tossed to the side, And this new right-wing extremist racial-centric movement will begin to happen. Already in the Ozarks, there's a white-only community.
Yeah, and I mean it's like they're trying to bring back segregation. It's like reversing.
Poor
right?
choice.
But I like how you pointed out that Trump was a moderate Democrat of the 90s. If you're not a left extremist, you are not part of the Democrat Party anymore. I'm gonna be plain and simple about that. And look what happened in New York City today. All this anti-white rhetoric, this anti-CEO billionaire. Remember the I can't remember the insurance company, but that CEO that was killed. Like, all of these things are being laid out to create this kind of conditioning to, like, white rich people are bad or whites are racist, and you're going to see more and more of this happening, especially because of the last 4 years. We had an unchecked border. We had millions of unvetted illegals that have been pushed through our border. Thank you, Jenny, United Healthcare. Over 300 were on a terror suspect to our watch list. We do not know who is still here. We've only had 6 months of deportations, and it's not nearly enough. So we honestly, like, I think Laura Loomer is right. If Zoran Mamdi, whatever his name is, if he becomes elected as mayor of New York City, there will be another 9/11. I truly believe that because of his defund the police rhetoric. My word, dude. New York City is completely lost if he gets elected.
Yeah. Well, and think about this, okay? So, yes, New York City will be lost, but the reason that so many people are becoming, especially young white men, are becoming so radicalized, as you would say, and I honestly believe it's just in a particular fashion because of the anti-white propaganda that I've seen over the past decade.
Yeah.
The videos circulating now can be up to a decade old, where there are just attacks on white people, and they're being recirculated in a way that it makes it seem like it's happening often. It doesn't happen too often, but it happens enough. And you can look at the low income neighborhoods where the crime is really high,
right?
And you can just see the degeneracy, right? You can see the breakdown of fatherless homes, of a culture that has been completely overtaken and ruined. Like if you look at the black Americans before the civil rights movement, where they were fighting for equality,
correct?
They were upstanding citizens for the most part.
Oh yes, dude.
Okay.
God-fearing, work ethic. Like they were no different than white people except skin color.
Yeah,
they were mirror
because they were fighting for equality. They wanted to prove that they were equal, right? They wanted to say, I am an American just like you are. Now, there's been multiple generations of black Americans that have been taught to believe that they're victims of a systemically racist society that wants to put them down. And so they lean into it. And it has only created more degenerates and a worse environment for black Americans. And so of course this happens. Fatherless homes, marriage doesn't include God anymore. And it has created this situation where, I mean, overall in the country, passing wealth on to your children has become more and more difficult. So after the civil rights movement, it seems like there has been less and less of a chance in order to pass on wealth. And so the narrative that's been spun is that only white people are able to pass on wealth. But the problem is that even the white people have been facing similar problems, but they did have wealth built up before that in a lot of ways. So now, not only is the black community leaning into this, and it's not just the black community, right? It is low income minority communities. You look at the reservations, right? The Native Americans. You look at low income Hispanic communities. They're all the same. They lean into this gangster belief where, their block is the Crips and the Bloods and all that bullshit, where they decide that being a gangster and doing drugs and sleeping around with women is the way to become successful. And all the propaganda that they see on TV for generations now has been showing them that it's money, it's sleeping around with women. This is how you become successful.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
And it is so tiresome, and it sucks to see, because thank God that I was raised outside of that. You sound like you got race guilt. No, I'm saying that my Native American community, the Black American community, has been hijacked. Instead of trying to be an American, they are absolutely corrupted in a way where they have learned helplessness, and so they play into the part of the oppressed minority. And it sucks because it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't.
I know. Yeah, dude. So like you sound like you got race guilt. No, none of us here have any race guilt. What they're doing is they're trying to divide people. And while all that, like, so for example, you're talking about generational wealth, right? It affects everybody. Remember that term, they don't make things like they used to?
Yeah.
Products have gotten crappy in order to not be able to have things like, say, furniture, for example. Furniture used to be made out of real wood, not this press board crap. So your furniture can last hundreds of years. So you don't have to spend your money every 2 or 3 years on a bed frame. I'm not saying every 2 or 3 years, but you get what I'm saying. Like they're doing this on purpose to sell more product. They're making their products crappier. That way you can't pass things over. So this is affecting everybody. And they're using race as this ploy to divide people, so people don't come together and figure out what the hell has been happening to us for so long. Our products are crap, our food is crap, our water is crap, our air is crap, everything is crap. And it's not a white or a black or a Hispanic thing, it's everybody. It's the elites against us, the people.
Yeah, and Zen, I want to tell you that it's not because of finite supplies. We do have finite supplies, but the motivations of companies shifted from making the best product to making the most money each quarter. Mm-hmm. When it became making the most money each quarter for this unlimited growth idea, and it's not I don't want to say that it is the entire fault of capitalism, but it is maybe it's the exploitation of capitalism that and maybe it is inevitable. I just don't like. I think that capitalism is the best system that we've come up with as humans so far. Mm-hmm. But when your society has become godless and you worship money, you, instead of trying to build something to benefit your customers, you are trying to make something that benefits your books during this quarter. Right. Yeah. So the car companies, they don't make cars to last, 300,000 miles, which we easily have the technology to do. We just choose not to do it.
Yeah.
But they make vehicles, they make plastic parts so that everything starts falling apart at like 100,000 miles. Mm-hmm. They all everything just starts to crumble at 100,000 miles.
Like even cell phones too.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah, I didn't Apple get busted recently for making their products crash every 3 years, in time to renew your contract and get a new phone.
Yep.
And these phones only cost $10.
And it's not just phones, okay? It's not just phones. It's your refrigerators, it is your dryers, it is your washers, it is your cars, it is all of the technology in your cars, it is computers, it's everything that you consume. It is tables. Like the desk that I have is homemade. Okay. It is a wooden desk made by hand. It is not the most beautiful desk
treated plywood
that you could find. It's not plywood. No, it's redwood. So it's actually it's made out of really nice wood, but it's not fancy. Right. But this thing will last 100 years.
Yeah.
Like there's not, this isn't going to fall apart anytime soon.
Right.
At all. But it's not like decorative. And I know really quick, I have family that makes a lot of money, and they decorated their house. And like when I decorated my house, I built a lot of the furniture because like my wife wanted this high table in the entryway that would she could decorate, put stuff on. So I built it. Desk, built it, and coffee table, I built it. But my wealthy family members, they went out and bought a house, and they paid somebody to do the floors, and then they like decorated the entire house all at once. And I noticed that when I went over there, they had like really expensive tables that had like this vinyl covering of like vintage wood. And it was weird to me because it was like they wanted like the rustic look, but it was literally just a look. It was a vinyl cover over particle board that gives it the look of like vintage. And it blew my mind because he has money, he has extra time, and he could literally make that for way less money. But for some reason, he decided to go out and buy this IKEA like vintage. I don't know if it's IKEA, to be honest, but it's like it's vintage looking. But just because it has the vinyl over it, and I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't know why you would buy something like that, but people do all the time, every day.
That reminds me of Saddam Hussein's palaces. So he has marble columns, right? But it's only about the first like inch or two, and the rest of the inside of the columns are hollow. So it's really fake. But anyways, so we can talk about capitalism versus socialism. I do agree that capitalism is the greatest economic opportunity worldwide, and I don't want to. I think capitalism is great because it affords the opportunity for each individual, if they have the passion, to make something for themselves, right? But with socialism, it's the complete opposite. Everybody gets the same pay and all that other crap, and there's no real opportunity for growth. And who's going to want to go to college for 8 years to be a doctor when you get paid the same as someone else? But what I'm saying is capitalism is great because if you have the passion and the willpower, you can do whatever you want to, unlike many other countries.
Maybe it's an incentive. I actually don't want to blame capitalism for this. I actually blame our society because our incentives changed. Because everybody wants to blame the Epstein clients. They want to target the Epstein clients. And in today's society, the clients of this consumerism culture is us. None of these companies would exist if we didn't continuously buy all of their shite stuff, products. Right. All of this crap. And even when you make a ton of money, instead of buying something legitimate, instead of buying like a handcrafted wood designed table, like off of a random YouTuber that has made his money off of handcrafting these tables. No, they went to like this big box store and they're like, I want to get all the furniture today for our house so it all matches and it's all this nice stuff and it all looks this way. Instead of consuming things that actually mean something, we're just we're doing things to look good instead of actually to be good. Right? Yeah. Like we're okay with settling for slave-made products as opposed to saving up and buying one thing as opposed to 10 things. Because if we can have 10 things and look good as opposed to one thing and be good, Americans choose the 10 things to look good every time.
Are you talking maybe more of like an instant gratification type mentality where so you can purchase, I'm just going to take a bed or a table, for example. You can buy the IKEA furniture 10 times versus just saving your money to buy like a Ashley furniture or something like a really good quality where it's a good product and they have like 100-year warranty or something like that because their product is good.
Yeah. Or you could buy an IKEA bed frame and a dresser and a coffee table and a dining table, all for the same price as getting something like a handmade bed frame, right? Something that is American made, handcrafted. Well, Bye,
Hey,
Steve.
Hang on, I'm still here. My bad, man.
No, it's all good. It's all your fault.
I just noticed I was on my laptop camera and I looked so fuzzy just now. Hang on, I'm coming back up.
Traditionally, Sarah says, take a look at TikTok, really any social media. Right? It's consistently about telling people what new thing that they need, and you're not wrong. This is, it's just the way our society has been working over the past. I mean, it's tough to say how long we've been this way, but I know that. I mean, you can look at vehicles, right? In the 60s and 70s, everything was interchangeable because they built vehicles for convenience and so that you could work on it. And then it became over specialized, and everybody wanted to make it so you had to bring it back to the dealer in order to have anything done. They didn't want you to work on your vehicle. They don't want you to work on your fridge to fix it. Because they want you to buy a new one. They don't want you to work on your computer. They don't want you to do anything. They want you to own nothing and be happy. Yeah. And it's by all of the corporations, they've decided collectively that they're going to do this to us, and people just buy it up. They're like, I'll just toss it away and get a new one. And it's so I don't. If you want to blame capitalism, then go ahead. You know what? I don't even care.
Yeah. No,
go ahead, blame capitalism. But it's not capitalism's fault. It is the consumer's fault. It is the advertisements that have been so intrusive into people's minds, and our culture accepting the idea that it's okay to have the perception of looking good as opposed to being good or having something of actual value. As long as you look like you have value, then that's good enough.
Yeah. That's called shining a turd. You ever heard that?
Really? Yes. That's what we do.
So I couldn't say the R-rated version. I'm trying to be very PG tonight.
Dude, I remember going out and buying like my first entertainment center. This was back in like 2012 or 2011. Executive order to make cars you can fix. That, you know what? If we got rid of the chicken tax, we could actually get Toyotas that are not just overridden with all of these electronics that
dude, like that
stifle your vehicle.
My dad had a 71 Cutlass that he rebuilt, and I'm telling you, the hood of that vehicle is so gigantic. If you need to like change maybe the alternator or hose or like a radiator hose or something, you can literally climb inside of that vehicle and work from inside. That's how big it is. But nowadays everything is so compact, and you were kind of talking about it earlier. You have to have specialized tools to take panels off, just to change your radiator. Like you have to take off like half of your vehicle now, on especially like these Sprinter type vans. The hood's like literally that small.
Dude, that's why I didn't go into becoming a mechanic, because I was deciding whether or not. I mean, growing up, I liked working on vehicles. Right? Yeah. I really enjoyed it. But when I got into the workforce and I saw the way vehicles were trending as far as electronics and just the BS products that were being put into them that made it so you had to have these specialized tools and these specialized things. And I was like, this is way too, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm not going to be a part of it. I have no interest in doing it at all. I'm going to go change tires. And so I kept doing that.
Haven't really changed.
No. Not really.
Not much, so I think that might be one that doesn't change for a good while until we have, floating cars or something. And then you're going to have to go to school for even more for that. So, yeah, man.
Oh,
It's like the more, how about this? So technology speaking, the more we get, the less we have. Do you understand the logic?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And the less, it's like, it's kind of like the U.S. dollar, right? Yeah. Like we have more dollars than we used to, but the value isn't there.
Oh, yeah, true. Because they printed so much of it. Like the dollar ain't worth anything anymore.
Yeah.
At all.
So everything that you have is valued less because it's not built to like, you think as people evolved that we'd want to that everything that we build would be better than they used to be.
Right.
And they're legitimately not, because the
It's by
intentions
design.
of these companies have changed.
Yes.
They want quarterly earnings for
It's all
unlimited
about the bottom
growth.
line. Yes, absolutely. And like if you can't produce a cheaper product, a more crappy product, for lack of better terms, you're gone, because they only care about the bottom line. That is it. But at the same time, like, you have to understand, if you want to make a name for yourself, it's kind of like a cycle, right? If you want to make a name for yourself, you understand that's what it is right now, and you have to sort of comply to the capitalistic logic behind it. Because until we have enough people that are like, oh, I'm kind of done with this, I don't want to purchase products from people that hate us and all that other stuff, it's kind of the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, and yeah,
it's terrible, because like, if like us, for example, if like, so we're live streaming on Meta, they hate us. On YouTube, they hate us. But at the end of the day, we can't spread this message if we don't dance with the devil, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and I mean, personally, I try to buy everything secondhand. If I know that it's made overseas, or
China.
Like all of my phones that I bought, all of my smartphones that I bought are secondhand. So it's cash to an American. I don't support the slave masters overseas, right?
Gotcha.
I'm literally just buying a used phone, and I've done the same with my vehicles. I've tried to do the same with almost everything. Like, antique shops and garage sales are my favorite place to go, because I don't want to support companies that don't. It's like they already got their money. I'm not going to give them more. I'm not going to give them better quarterly earnings. I'll find tools. I'll find whatever tools I need. I'll find whatever products I need. I can find secondhand, and I can give the money straight to an American, tax free.
Yeah, you just buy something local and not a big box store.
Yeah, because I don't care about name brand stuff, like at all.
Watch yourself. Good job. You're learning.
I'm doing better.
Yeah, you are. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, I don't care about name brand stuff. I've always believed in function. I was raised function over fashion, and so as long as what I have functions, then fashion doesn't matter. Yes, they really are. They're the best place to buy.
Yeah, Iris has joined the chat. I'm not going to say Maurice is behind like 3 years on his taxes. No, I'm just kidding. They're asking for other things, probably because you haven't gone to jury duty in 3 years. So,
yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh, didn't we want to talk about something else tonight too?
Dude, I had a crazy dream the other day about I guess maybe the battle that we're facing.
Okay, I have not heard this story, guys. So this is like straight up pure reaction.
So, I mean, there are times when I'll have dreams that feel really impactful, and maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But the last dream I had was about shining a light on demons, right?
Okay.
This dream, it woke me up at like 3 a.m. and I wrote it down, because I was just like, this actually, I feel like it means something. Okay. There was, you know what? I'll just tell you the dream.
Yeah, just tell me, and let's see if we can analyze your dream.
So I had my family, as per usual, but Lucifer, the devil, he was actually targeting my family. Okay. And he hurt one of my kids. And the way that I wanted to get back at him was to hunt him down physically. And I found him, and I actually executed him in a restaurant. Okay. So, and it was weird because it felt too easy. And then I realized that was actually part of his plan, and that what he was embodying was AI, because they started integrating AI into our system. And he basically, I remember finding a note from him saying that he wanted me to kill off this body, this version of himself, so that his spirit could embody AI. And as it gets integrated into our culture, that's how he was going to, that was his new iteration of taking over mankind, or ruling over mankind rather, because it's an empty vessel. AI is, it's ones and zeros, and it can mimic consciousness, but it doesn't have consciousness. So so the lesson that I took from this is that the battle is actually, it is spiritual as opposed to physical. It was basically telling me that we need more of a revolution than a revolt, right? Because a revolt is physical. A revolt is something, it is temporary, and it is not solving the actual issue. But a revolution can do something that can change the minds and hearts and spirituality of the people for a long time. And that's what it felt like to me. So,
excuse me. So what do you think? So let's try to pick apart, I guess. Was that pretty much the entirety of it?
In a very short summary, yes. It felt like a really long dream.
Yeah, it's just like you're living like a feature-length film.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming your son was it was your son that was harmed?
Yeah.
Okay, so there could be some semblance there. And then in a restaurant?
I found him at a restaurant in a train station. So I'm not sure why. It was like the train was running late. The train was running late, and I ended up killing him in front of other people. And I remember a kid saw me kill him, and it was brutal. And so I had to explain to the kid like what I was doing. And that was actually painful for me in trying to explain to this kid how or why I did what I did. And then I felt like a fool afterwards, because I found his note in saying that it was his plan and that he wanted to move on to the next iteration of himself, and that I was just used as a tool of vengeance in order to push him further, because I fell into the idea of hatred. Even though something bad happened to my kid, he still used me in that way. And it's been like I had this dream like a week ago, so I've been thinking about it like every day. And trying to understand, like, okay, something bad happened to me, and I took out, like, it seems like righteous anger, but it ended up playing into his hands, and I made everything worse
like
by giving in to that anger.
Like you kickstarted the rapture. Pretty much. I mean, because you led the Antichrist. Oh well, no, it was El Diablo, or the devil, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. But then he moved over to AI. So, but there's a lot of talk about how AI is it's just going to destroy humanity, and I do.
AI scares me, man.
Yeah, it's man. I'm just watching people posting like these AI videos, and I think there's been a feature-length film already made with AI.
Jeez.
Like Elon Musk is sharing people that are going on Grok and creating. Like, remember that game Wolfenstein, that first-person shooter where you're so it's called Wolfenstein. Essentially, you're going to fight the Nazis, and it's just 2D or whatever you want to call it. And somebody's already made a game with Grok, and Grok is relatively new. So
like Doom.
Like Doom, yeah. And then somebody else made like a what you call it, like a role playing game, but it's like a Diablo from the top looking down. Someone's running across, and people are making this like quick.
Humbled Clay says one man's AI devil is another man's AI god. It's a false god. It is a false. It is a false idol. AI cannot be a god. It will never be a god. And it almost seems like we're trying. It almost seems like as a culture, we're trying to build a god, because our society has become so disconnected from Jesus Christ that they're trying to build a literal god of our,
It's like an all-knowing type artificial vessel, or yeah, man, that's crazy.
And this is one of the things that I've always been very wary about, is this idea of eternal life if you can transfer your consciousness into something else. And I don't believe it's possible. Even if you could download everything from your brain onto a computer, I don't think that your spirit would ever transfer.
Yeah,
because it's not allowed. I don't think God allows that. I think God put you in this body for this reason, or for whatever reason. You're here for a reason. Yeah, and a copy is made of you, right? Like you cannot transfer your consciousness, but a copy will be made of you. Yourself will die off. Your spirit will move on, but an empty vessel of you will be a copy that lives on, believing it's you, and will more likely be demonic than anything, because I believe that demonic entities or spirits or energy is more likely to inhabit an empty vessel like an AI copy than it is you, because you are made in the image of God, and you have barriers and defenses against the devil or demonic entities of that sort. But an empty vessel that is strictly AI, it's just ones and zeros.
Infiltrated immediately. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think that they have any defenses, and I think that it would be demonic like that.
What's the craziest part of this story is that you woke up at 3 a.m. and that is the witching hour. You know, so to me, like, it wasn't like or 2 or 5 in the morning. I woke up a little early or whatever. It's 3 a.m. Very, very specific, and kind of, I think maybe it was not, I wouldn't say a message per se, but like maybe the devil's trying to come at you. And it's like, hey, look, this is a message. Could be.
Yeah.
You can interpret this so many ways. You know what I mean? It's just even like the train, and it's late. Like the train is going somewhere. You know, which path are you going to take? Are you going to stay behind, or are you going to move forward? It's a lot to think about and kind of dissect, right? There's so many, avenue or thought processes behind it.
Yeah, I will say that all right, this is the part of the story that didn't make any sense to me, but I'll tell it to you. So the AI that he was planning on inhabiting was, and I have no idea why this was part of the story, but this it maybe is important part of the story. Is that they were integrating AI with bees to save the bees, right? So there's a couple of ways that bees are vital to our agriculture.
Correct.
And there's been a lot of talk about them going extinct, whether it be from our cell phone frequencies to the what is it? It's like a fungus of some sort that has been killing hives for a long time. But they were integrating bees with AI in order to help repopulate bees. And so I didn't really want to say that, but because that's where like my brain was kind of like what the hell does that have to do with anything? Like, why would they integrate AI with bees? But that was also what the devil, what he wanted to use as a form, was the AI integrated with actual physical bodies. It was the bees themselves that he was going to inhabit and control. So I know that's where it kind of sounds.
Yeah, Kilburn nailed it. I was thinking hive mind. That could be a reference to that.
Oh yeah.
Or could turn us all into Candyman. You ever watch that movie? Where the bees are part of. Oh man, there's a lot of movies. Like it's a guy. It's a demon or some killer guy with a hook, and he's always like filled with bees and things like that. But it's a very old horror film. But yeah, I was thinking hive mind, or if all bees went extinct, humanity is probably over. because there's no pollination of flowers and it's just a cascade of events. So, I mean, there's so much, man, I like stuff like this. I'm about to put my tinfoil hat on. Oh, look, here we go. Finally, traditionally, Sarah, Candyman scared me so good. LOL. Yeah, I did too when I was a younger kid. Wow, it's funny. Nostalgia kicked in. Anyways, but yeah, dude, that man, there's so many potential messages in that dream, and like, are you going to continue on? Are you going to battle your own demons, or are you going to just let everything take over?
I don't know. It worries me because now I'm like taking extra look at my kids to make sure that they're okay. You know,
no restaurants for you.
That was it was the beginning of you know, one of my kids were targeted, and so that's why I went out to go seek vengeance in that way.
Yes, and we talk about
it scares the shit out of me. Yeah. So
these demons are attacking the innocents right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, and maybe it has to do with me living in Washington State too, with the target of what seems like a demonic ire being targeted towards children right now. And I mean, maybe that's just on my mind that much to where it integrated itself into my dream and I took it personally. But you know, I try to give my children the full armor of God to put on, to defend themselves against things like this, and try to make them as capable as possible.
You sure I wasn't in your dream wearing a cowboy hat saying, "Get your butt down here to Texas"?
Oh, not Texas. Texas is too hot, man.
No, it's not that hot, man.
Yeah, our battle is not of flesh and blood. And yes, I mean, that was like the main theme that I took away from the entire dream was just that, you know, lashing out in a physical way in what felt like righteous anger, and
that's
fulfilling
also true too.
Fulfilling that is like overall it led to worse things.
Yeah, to inhabit something you can't physically touch anymore. Now you've I don't know, maybe you've went to, maybe he was wanting to use rage and violence. I don't know. I'm just kind of blurbing out stuff, but
I mean, you have a point. I mean, there's a lot of people right now that are calling for civil war, or maybe not calling for it, but they believe that that's the only way out of the position that we're in is a very physical battle. And in my mind, it feels like we need a revolution and not a revolt, because with 330 million people, a revolt will cause something worse to come about than a revolution would.
Or if you control the bees or the hive mind, you control the future. So it depends on which way you want to go. Do you want to win it through, God or the devil? It's literally a crossroads.
I love what Jaron said here. The devil tried to trick you and ended up showing you what's in the Bible. This is a spiritual battle.
Damn. There you go, Jaron.
Yeah.
You create the future, yeah.
See, that's what I was feeling, John. And that's why and like I said, this dream was very vivid and it was very brutal. And I literally executed him in the middle of this restaurant. Like it felt very, very real. So, it's one of those dreams that separates itself from the other dreams, right?
Well, one, it woke you up because it triggered enough in your mind to wake you up. But did you have like any physiological effects, like were you like breathing heavy or sweating or
yes? Oh yeah. I was wired at that point. So once I figured out that I was tricked and that I was used and that he was going to inhabit, because like when I was explaining to the kid on how why it was justified what I did, like I didn't give him all the details, but I was consciously explaining to this kid about the devil, and I was like, this is just one form of him. He's not gone forever. You still need to protect yourself, but it's not as bad as it looks, right? I was trying to downplay this version of it,
That's
but,
true.
And then it came out a little bit later that he was inhabiting something else, and I'd made it so much worse.
Right.
I'm
going to say this started at an Outback Steakhouse, and you didn't receive the blooming onion.
There was no specified restaurant.
What kind of food, though? Do you know? Was it like home style, or was it a Chinese buffet?
I couldn't tell you. I just saw people eating, but I never. I don't recall any specific food. So, but I do remember him being in a hat, like a curved hat, and that's how I recognize him.
Like a mob boss type hat.
No. Like it's just like a cap, like you have,
like a ball cap.
But it was
okay.
Yeah, just a ball cap. But he was like, trying to hide.
Okay.
Because he was trying to. I thought he was trying to get away.
YouTube comment. Look at that one. Okay, that was actually good. Sounds more like a Waffle House incident. Oh man!
Yeah,
at 3 a.m. at a Waffle House.
It was a more formal restaurant, but it wasn't 3 a.m. In my dream. Like it was. It was when I woke up. So, but yeah, it was really interesting, and so I've been trying to. I don't believe that every dream that you have means something, but I do think that when particular dreams stick out like this, like I've had a couple dreams in my life that have been very, very meaningful to me. One of them was that when my hair fully grew out, which it feels like I'm at that point right now, but I don't remember how long my hair was. But I just remember, like, once I finally grew my hair out, we had a horrible earthquake here in Washington State. And that dream really stuck out to me. And that was like 2000, maybe 2012 or 2013.
Okay.
Around that time. And then the other dream that I had was about shining a light on the demonic forces, and how when I found the book and I opened it and I allowed sunlight to hit it, that's when it became destroyed.
Yeah.
Instead of just fighting it, right? And then this dream stuck out to me. So 3 dreams in the past decade have stuck out to me,
right?
Like this, and this was one of those dreams where I was like, maybe I should bring this up.
Down,
so,
yeah. Wow, there's a lot of meanings behind every single situation, and that's I think like when people dream, it's a pathway somewhere. It's either to maybe things you're struggling with or potential anything. Your brain like tries to figure out things, and I think whenever you wake up from a dream like what you did, like writing it down or really trying to understand what it is, I think it kind of pushes you in your direction as a person, right? Because the things that you preach all the time, marriage and God and all these things, maybe this is something where like, okay, we're trying to maybe try to stop you. Like the devil is trying to say, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you shouldn't go so hard because you're going to do something even worse. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a clinical psychologist or psychologist. We all just try to think on what our dreams mean.
Yeah. And like I'm not for the most part, I don't control my dreams, but in those 3 dreams that I described, everything was intentional. I was aware, I was conscious, and everything that I did was intentional. For the most part in my dreams, like I can sometimes change something. What is it called? Like lucid dreaming, where you can like interact with your dreams. But for the most part, it's just you kind of go with the flow and everything. But like with this last dream that I had, it was very, very intentional. Like everything I did was I was conscious and I was choosing that, and that's why I remember it so much. Is because like
you were actively in your dream. Like this is the decision I'm going to make right now in your dream.
Yes.
Yep. Wow. I don't get those very often, dude. Like ever.
Oh, Lady Jennifer. thank you for joining in. Appreciate it. We are about to end the show. Unfortunately, we were going to keep it to an hour tonight, but
we kind of when it's a dreamland a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
that was a good discussion. I really enjoyed that.
Lisa says, my dad had dreams on how to resolve construction problems, and it was successful.
Wow.
There is a lot of talk about either while you're dreaming or doing menial tasks that your subconscious can work on problems, and that like menial tasks can be extremely beneficial to you figuring out your own problems. So dreams can kind of work in the same way, to where you're overly stressed about something, and you can kind of work it out. Or I mean, with something like this, it's like there's a message being sent, or that I'm receiving, or that I'm picking up on, or that I'm just creating. I'm not sure. But it does feel like there's something of significance to this.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what series or movie, but it was horror. Maybe it was Stranger Things, but I think it was a 16-year-old kid. That show was a dream, and he created the entire movie. I think it was Stranger Things, though. I'm gonna have to look it up after this. But so a lot of people, from what I understand, like these movie producers or directors or people that write, they actually have that. Now, it's not like 70s rock bands where they do an acid trip and like, oh, check it, I'm gonna make this song. No, this is like people actually going to sleep. They have this really crazy dream, and they're able to remember it and then make a movie or whatever about it.
Michael Jackson did that with one of his songs, right?
Which one? Do you know?
I can't remember which song it was off the top of my head. I don't want to be wrong on this.
Right.
But it was one of his main hit songs. He woke up and he called his producer and said, it was like, early in the morning, called his producer and said, hey, we need to record this right now. And he's like, dude, it's the middle of the night. Are you like, this can't wait until morning? And he said, no, if we wait until morning, then Prince is going to get it. Because he believed that he was receiving something, and if he missed the opportunity, then he wouldn't actually be able to get it. But it worked out to be, it ended up being like one of his most successful songs of all time. So
I love traditional Sarah. She has some of the best comments. It's so hilarious.
She says, watch me dream about both of you tonight. In a non-weird way. Hey,
maybe
it's possible.
Maybe it'll be like an old Western film or something.
Cowboys and Indians.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I have no reservations about it. Okay.
Wow.
Wait, what? Did I say something wrong? I'm just kidding. Love you, Mo. You're all right.
Thriller. Okay, Jerome says Thriller. I'm pretty sure it was. I wanted to say Thriller, but I just that's a very popular story. Is that he literally woke up, and that when people listen to their dreams, that we have access, our brains have access, and sometimes our subconscious, and when we let go of all of the barriers that we put up in our consciousness, we're able to receive. Yeah, we're able to receive more than what we're generally open to. And if you allow that in, if you open up your mind in that certain way to access whatever it is that we have access to, then you can be incredibly successful. And I mean, a lot of really successful people believe in this stuff because they will follow that and it's right, which is like, what are you supposed to make of that? I don't know, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to force myself to have a vivid dream tonight.
You can actually train yourself to lucid dream, to interact with your dreams. There's a specific pattern on what you do in order to well, one of the best ways that you can do it is to set an alarm clock for, say, 4 o'clock, or let's say you wake up at 5:30.
Okay.
Then you'll set an alarm clock for 4, and you'll wake up, and then you will go back to sleep. And that is one of the best times that you can like remember your dream, is when you wake up a bit before you have to wake up.
So it's in a certain portion of your sleep cycle. So like go from like I think it's 1 to 5 and then back down to 1, throughout the night.
Depends on when you go to sleep.
Like REM and non-REM, I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on all that, but don't. What do you say? Don't drink. Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger used to scare the crap out of me when I was a kid too. Candyman, Freddy Krueger. Those are my two. Post Rim, maybe.
Yeah, there's ways that you can, and obviously having a sleep journal is incredibly important, because it's like you can train yourself to remember your dreams, because you have dreams every night.
Right.
Most of the time you just don't remember them. But if you train yourself to remember them, then you will have a higher chance of recognizing when you're in one. And there's a couple of tricks that people say, like you look at your hands, because your hands never look right in your dreams. You can look in the mirror, and see yourself, and there's things that are off. Also,
like an extra finger or something.
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
And sometimes.
Okay.
But you'll know. Like, I can't describe it to you, but you'll know.
Okay.
Also, once you realize you're in the dream, if you don't excite yourself too much, you can basically figure out where you want to go and walk through the next door, and it'll actually work. You just say, I want to go here, and so you open up the door, or you go around a corner, anything like that, and it'll happen. So people have gotten really, really good at this stuff.
Interesting.
It's fascinating to hear stories about this, but everybody here has the capability to do it, to lucid dream, to actually take part in your dreams and do whatever you want in your dreams. So
that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into that,
dude. It's really cool, and I mean, I can attest to it. You can control your dreams. I've done it in various instances, but mostly I don't want to get full control of it, because I want to be more open to whatever information is coming in, as opposed to me controlling exactly what happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I see what you're getting at, and I'm over here like, I want lucid dreams so I can make some sweet TikTok videos. That was cringe. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
Hey, I mean, most people want, like, it's like sexual fantasies and things like that they want to be able to go do that stuff. So, but you can do anything in the dreams, and it's just, it is what it is.
Gotcha.
But in all reality, I like to have the idea, like, if I'm having a really bad nightmare or something, which hasn't happened in a long time, but I mean, shit does happen.
Yeah.
To be able to stop it, and I learned this when I was a little kid. My mom, she told me about how to. Yeah, well, she did. She was a sweet woman.
Yeah.
And it really helped me as a child, learning that, if something's really scary, then I can stop it, and then generally I wake up after that. But when I do have a nightmare or something like that, I can recognize it and stop it. I always wake up, though. It sucks.
Yeah.
But
and the YouTube chat's going off right now.
I know. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. If you can, please share this on whatever socials you have, because that's the only way that we can grow.
That's absolutely correct, sir.
But I love the fact
she lied.
Says she lied.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go try to train myself to lucid dream tonight.
Yeah. Good luck. Get a sleep journal.
Yeah.
And when you wake up and you have a dream, write it down. And that's the best way that you can train yourself to remember dreams. It only takes like a month in order to train yourself to, if you dedicated yourself to really learning how to lucid dream, it would take about a month. And some people pick it up sooner. Sometimes you can pick it up in like 2 weeks,
Jaron, Steve, put on a nicotine patch before bed, dude. Sarah.
That might work.
Sweet dreams, I guess. Oh my gosh. You guys have been awesome tonight.
Oh, okay, so Lady Jennifer here says, if I fall asleep watching a TV or movie, I dream about that. And actually, I've had really good experiences. Like, most of my dreams come when I nap. All right? Like,
okay,
I don't nap too often. But when I do, it is always a fascinating experience, because that's when I remember my dreams the most. And whatever I'm watching, it integrates itself into my dream. And I feel like those are like one of the main reasons why I nap and really enjoy napping is because my dreams get entangled with whatever I'm watching, and it becomes like a really fascinating experience. So yes, I agree. Although I don't do it like to fall asleep to, but when I nap, it's it's really, really cool because it's just fascinating where your mind goes when you hear like the outsourced information coming in. It's not quite a directive, but it somehow gets integrated into it. It sounds like hippy dippy shit, but,
Oh man, yeah, man. It's an hour and 25 minutes in. I hate naps. Always. Yeah. Depends how long. There are a lot of different studies. Like power naps are actually kind of good for you, but anyways.
Well, I mean, if you're sleep deprived, then any sleep is better than no sleep. So
very true.
That's why I only watch Hallmark Channel when going to bed. Jenny, that's cute.
Jenny.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Absolutely. And
blowing up the chat. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Wednesday with Glenn. And I don't know if Joshua Holm is going to be on, but we're going to be talking about it and
I'll text him.
Trying to get a fundraiser. Over 13,000 people tuned in tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Really, really appreciate it. Please share the show. Come back Wednesday. Friday, we're talking conspiracies with Tom McDonald. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. God bless you guys. God bless America. We will see you then.
Peace.
Take care. Good night and sweet dreams.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough.
This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PTN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PTN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
Know where I stand. I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. Just aim the stick and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't obeyed. My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.